Hi, welcome everybody. Thanks for attending today. My name is Ronald. I'm going to be your host today. Really appreciate you being here. If you can see and hear me, please say hello in the chat. I will do so as well. Let everybody know where you're from if you're so inclined. I'd love to know what nonprofits are out there or what city you're from, whatever you want to share. Hello from Chicago. Stonewall, good to see you guys. Good to see some clients in here today. Love it. Raleigh, Colorado, Massachusetts, we're all over the place. That's wonderful. Really appreciate you guys being here. This chat area is also where you can submit questions as we go. I'll also drop some polls over there, and you'll also see some little pop-ups that kind of come through the system sometimes with things that you can click on. So just be looking out for those. We are recording this today, so if you do have to step away, no worries. I will send out a recording in the next couple of days. Again, I just really appreciate you being here. I know how busy everybody is. We're kind of coming into that time of the year where everybody's starting to plan for their fall campaign. So I know how busy you are. I really appreciate that you're spending a little time with me. Okay, let's jump right into it. I'm going to turn that. We're going to go next. This is what we're going to cover today. So we're going to discuss what text to donate is, how it can benefit your fundraising, and how and when other nonprofits are using it. And I'm going to review the steps to how you will launch a text to donate campaign in For a Good Cause. It's a brand new feature that we're launching in For a Good Cause that I'm very excited to show you today. Hopefully everybody's got their mobile phones ready. We will be testing a sample campaign. I'm going to present for maybe 20, 25 minutes, and we'll certainly have plenty of time. If you have questions, keep those coming in the chat, and we'll address those at the end. This will be one of the shorter webinars that I've done here at For a Good Cause, because what I'm going to show you is very straightforward and pretty simple. So I hope that you'll find that the case as well. Just a little bit about me as we get rolling here. My name is Ronald Pruitt. I'm the president and founder of For a Good Cause. I've been helping nonprofits raise money online for over 24 years now. I live in Kennesaw, Georgia with my wonderful wife, my lovely mother-in-law, and our talented teenage son. We just dropped off our daughter at college last week, so we are sadly one person short around here. We're adjusting. We're just getting used to it. My company, For a Good Cause, is an easy-to-use, effective, and affordable online fundraising platform for nonprofits, specifically for small to mid-sized nonprofits. And nonprofits that use For a Good Cause have donation sizes double national averages and can typically pay back their investment in our software with only one donation each month. You can check us out at foragoodcause.com. Drop a little link there. I hope that you will click that and bookmark that for later. I hope that you will check us out. Appreciate that very much. So our topic today is text fundraising. Text to donate, text fundraising, it's basically a feature that you can leverage for fundraising through your donors' mobile devices. Text-based fundraising typically comes in two flavors. It's really based on how you're going to collect the money. So first, micro donations using a cell phone carrier build system. This is often called text to give. So you've got AT&T, Verizon, whoever is the company that you subscribe to for your cell phone. Nonprofit is collecting through them, and then they're going to get paid by that carrier. Alternatively, you can collect donations through a secure mobile donation form. This is often called text to donate. So in that case, you are collecting the money directly yourself. We're going to compare these two options and then look at text to donate a little closer. So text to give was made famous by groups like the Red Cross with their disaster relief funding. Organizations ask donors to contribute a set amount, such as $5 or $10, by texting a specific keyword to a number. When they do that, they will get a text reply asking them to confirm the donation. Then the cell phone company adds that amount to the donor's cell phone bill, and the nonprofit will get paid later in bulk on some schedule, monthly, or some other schedule. The method, is pretty simple. That's kind of its primary advantage. You're just texting, and that money's going to be taken out later. But the method is really most suitable for large, well-established nonprofits with high name recognition and a substantial budget and a substantial audience. For these campaigns to work, you got to reach a lot of people because you've got these small set donations amounts. You also need to work with a foundation that acts as a broker, kind of a go-between between you and the major phone companies. All this takes money, typically hundreds of dollars per month, with percentages taken out of your donations. So because of the small set donation amounts, it's not always a viable option unless you have a lot of resources to put into the campaign, again, to reach a lot of people. Because of this, the foundation that does this, the Mobile Giving Foundation, there are restrictions to text to give, such as you must be a 501c3 organization, and you must be of a certain size. You must have at least $500,000 in annual revenue. A choice that makes sense for nonprofits of any size is using texting to receive mobile online donations. It's called text to donate. Again, donors text a keyword to a number and receive a reply message from your organization. But this time, that reply message has a link to a secure, mobile-friendly donation form where donors can easily use a credit card to make their donation. So unlike text to give and those micro donations, there's no limit on how much donors can give at one time. They could even make a recurring gift if they wanted to. An advantage of these campaigns also is that you're able to build a database of donors, allowing you to reach out to them in the future. With text to give, you don't always get the option of collecting donor information. A lot of times you're just getting that bulk check, bulk money, on that particular schedule. With text to donate, you do collect names, contact information, and other information that you want to collect from the donor. You'll also get your money faster with daily deposits through your normal payment gateway. So you are just using texting to drive traffic to your donation page. So you get to meet donors where they are, no matter where that is. As long as they have a cell phone in their pocket, they can give to you. Think about the opportunities that provides you. I know I have my cell phone on me or beside me most every minute of the day. If you don't have your cell phone on you, post that in the chat. I want to see if there's anybody out there that doesn't have their cell phone next to you. Is there anyone? Okay, not getting anything. Hopefully you guys can still hear me at least. There have been studies, 47% of Americans consider themselves addicted to their phones. 53% said they have never gone longer than 24 hours without their cell phones. So you have an opportunity to, if you can get the right message in front of a mobile audience, to get them to engage with you. And remember, just like with online donations made through a computer or tablet, you'll be collecting donor data, and donors can give any amount they want. So your donor might decide to give $100 or $1,000 or even make a recurring donation versus the one-time $10 gift they would have been limited to, with the Red Cross text to give style of giving. So where can we apply this? What types of campaigns can use text to donate? An event is the first campaign that comes to mind. You've got your supporters in a room, or maybe in the last couple of years, you've gotten them on Zoom. And a great way to get them to your donation form to make that gift is through text engagement. So certainly QR codes, short URLs, those are another way to drive traffic to your donation page. But everybody knows how to text, something that kind of everybody knows how to do. So it's fairly easy. It's an easy back and forth to then get them into the giving process. And almost any campaign can benefit from the addition of a text to donate option. You're really just asking yourself, do you have a mobile audience that you want to reach with a donation ask? So whether that's an event, whether that's a giving day or your year-end campaign, or you want to add text to donate to your annual campaign, you want to have that as part of the promotions, and you're going to push out that promotion in various places where there are people that believe in you and have their cell phone in their pocket. When you do that, texting just becomes a complement to all the other ways that you're driving traffic into your giving page. From direct mail, email, your website, social media postings, ads that you're placing on Google and other social media platforms. A text to donate promotion is another way to get donors to that checkout process, to making a gift. All right, I'm going to drop a little poll on the right-hand side. I want to see your organization's experience with text to donate. Has your nonprofit ever run a text to donate campaign? If you answer yes, I would love it if you would also, drop some information in the chat. What type of campaign was that for? Was that an event? Was that just an end of year campaign, or what was that? I would love any information that you want to share. I'm seeing we're getting about 80% have answered now, and I'm seeing 87% are saying no. So you're at the right place. Hopefully to learn about this. I see we got 4 yeses. Tim, you're saying an event. What type of event was that, Tim? I would love to know a little more. Terry saying an event. Love any other information you'd love to share about what type of event those were, and anything you want to share about how you shared the opportunity to text to give. So looks like most people have not had experience with this. Hopefully what I'm showing you is pretty simple so far. Drew says, ongoing. Showed a screen at the church for them to text to give. Love it. I love that. You've got that audience right there in the pews. You're giving them an opportunity to give. That's simple. That's pretty straightforward. Terry says we had a large event, 900 folks. Asked them to consider a leader development project that 26 of their peers had been hand selected to participate in. Yeah, and Terry, I assume you didn't ask, and they participated. And Drew says, yeah, they like texting. That's true. They know how to do it, and if they know how to do something, then they like it. I appreciate all that great feedback, guys. So let's look at the steps. Let's look at the steps to launch a text to donate campaign, and then we'll specifically kind of go into for a good cause there. Terry says he raised $900, $4,000 on texting from 900 teens. That's fantastic. All right, so step one is to build your donation page. Remember, this is the checkout process to accept a donation. And the more successful that you make this page, the more conversions that you're going to get. So there's some characteristics that you want this page to emulate. First, you want this page to be isolated. So it should be a page only focused on completing a gift. This is not on you're not sending them to some page on your website where there's lots of other links and distractions. This should be just the checkout process to take a donation. Because you want them to put them right into the process of making a gift. And so they complete that. The one step forward on this page is to complete the donation. It, of course, should be optimized for mobile. They're going to be coming from their cell phone. So you want to make sure that the page itself works really well and looks really great on a mobile device. It, of course, should be secure. You want donors to feel absolutely comfortable making a gift through your page. And it should include a simple, easy donation form. So keep it simple. If there's a field, a survey type question, custom field that you normally have on your donation forms, maybe exclude that. You want to make it as simple and easy as possible. So keep the checkout process as easy as possible. And always brand the page with your logo, with your colors, with your messaging that reinforces the decision to give. When you're promoting your campaign, however you're doing that, there's a message that goes along with that for why you should give. This page should reinforce that message, carry forward that story, so that when they get to this page, they remind themselves, yes, this is why I clicked, this is why I texted. I'm going to go ahead and finish my donation because it's reminding me that the donation is needed. I'm going to launch a link here to a webinar that we did last year. Feel free to click on this, bookmark it so you can watch this later. It's going to walk you through all the characteristics of a good donation page. So it'll help you build something that's going to be successful for you. I think there's 12 characteristics that we came up with that help increase conversions and get you bigger donation sizes. So I encourage you to watch this. You certainly can also find it on our website in our webinar section. We have lots of good education there. Bottom line is, the better that you make your donation page, the more donations that you're going to convert. Step 2 is to create the keyword that you will use in your campaign. A good keyword is something that's short, easy to remember, and something that matches the theme of your campaign. For example, if your campaign raises money to give backpacks to school kids, then a good keyword might be kids, K-I-D-S, or backpack, or school, or child. Just something that's short, memorable, and goes with the theme of the campaign. Keywords typically do not have, they don't have spaces. They can contain letters and numbers. So it's a single keyword, not a phrase or something like that. It is a single keyword, can contain letters and numbers. So a lot of times, maybe if you're having an event, it might be the name of the event or some keyword that goes with the event, 2022. Then the next year, it might be that same thing with 2023 added on. So just keep them short and memorable. Also, the shorter you make it, the easier it'll be, the shorter it'll be up on the promotion as well. Step 3, once your keyword and donation page are ready, you can start to promote your campaign. You're basically just going to instruct potential donors to text your keyword to your texting phone number to make a donation to you. You can put your text fundraising promotion anywhere you can reach a mobile audience. This might be signage out in the community or at an event, in a direct mail piece, maybe in a posting on social media. The phone number that you'll be telling them to send their keyword to will be provided to you from your fundraising platform, like For a Good Cause. This could be a 5-digit short code, local phone number, or toll-free number. There's certain restrictions and expenses with each of those choices. At For a Good Cause, we are providing a toll-free number, which is going to allow us to bring text to donate to our clients at much lower cost. It also removes a lot of the kind of restrictions in terms of how the numbers are used. This new feature, text to donate from For a Good Cause, is going to be free. Just an add-on through the end of the year. We'll just kind of be looking at the traffic and the costs that we incur from now till the end of the year to see whether we can continue to make it free into 2023 and beyond. We will certainly keep you guys informed of that. Michael just asked, when do you expect it to go live? It's already live. It was live last week. I'm just formally announcing it today. Let's look at some promotional examples just to kind of give you a sense of what I'm talking about. So here is a post on Instagram by a local CASA chapter with instructions on text to donate, how to donate. And these are just some campaigns that I found on the web, just to, not anything through us since our stuff is so new, but just to kind of give you a sense of how people are promoting their campaigns, how they're putting themselves in front of a text, audience, a mobile audience. So they're including their instructions here, and you probably can't see it, but in the text of the posting here to Instagram, they note that this was used at a concert. So they're basically giving people on Instagram a second bite at it. Hey, if you weren't able to attend the concert, you can text this keyword to this number, and you have the opportunity to give. Instagram, it's kind of a good example of social media, just because you can't really drop links in the post itself. You always have to have a link in the bio, which is a little cumbersome to find. So it's a good opportunity that, instead of providing a link, which can certainly get you to a donation page, you've got to do something that instructs people to use their phones and get themselves into the giving process. Here is an outdoor sign from UNICEF. You can see that they have giving you a little information that basically you're saving a life with just one text. A little red part there, that's giving you your instructions to text, and they've got a really great emotional photo there and more information about the organization. Again, think about how you do promotions. This is really just, putting your name in front of somebody, giving them instructions on how to give. Where do you think you could place a poster or placard or video display, perhaps, that encourages a text to donate gift? Maybe in your lobby, maybe at your next event. If you've got some ideas, post them in the chat. Let's share some ideas here. What's the first thing that comes to mind for you and your organization? We could put something up, or we could announce a text call to action, at this particular event or in this particular location. There probably are some simple ideas that you can come up with. Just another example here, does your organization host a gala or maybe in-person event? I certainly could imagine a place card on the table with instructions like this one, telling donors how to give. The only thing I think that's missing really in this example is just that why you should give. And you always want to include that with the instructions, just as a reinforcement. It's not just about how to give, it's about why. Because you're asking people to do something and you want to give them the impetus to do that. When we do our sample campaign just momentarily, I'll note kind of what should go in your promotional language. Then, when the donations start to roll in, your final job really is just to track your success. And if you've set this up in a smart way, and I'll show you an example really. If you set this up in a smart way, you have put your donation page in a wholly separate campaign from all the other campaigns that you're doing. So you're not trying to drive donors into your everyday donation page that's linked from your website, or a donation page that you push people into from social media or something like that. You are trying to push them into a page that's strictly for the texting traffic. That way you'll be able to tell exactly the number of donations gathered through this fundraising method. And if you've integrated for a good cause with Google Analytics, like you can do, maybe you also can track the number of hits that you get to the page. So just things that can help you understand how effective your campaign was, give you an opportunity to adjust it the next time that you do it. Maybe a different promotional language, different keywords, different message, using it with different events. So tracking your results. And if you put that on a separate campaign, that's super easy. All right, we're going to jump into For a Good Cause and enable a text to donate campaign. So I'm going to share my screen. And you should see that I'm sitting on a donation page from a client of ours, Birds Caribbean. This is a wonderful charity that we've worked with for many, many years. They work to conserve the bird population in the Caribbean, doing some great work. And this is, so I picked out this donation page as an example. Simple, easy, one-step giving process. And we're going to kind of turn this into a text to give campaign. So this page is actually part of this is their everyday kind of website donation form. So I'm logged into their campaign, and we're going to take this everyday campaign and we're going to basically duplicate it so we can make it its own campaign. And that's super easy and for a good cause. I'm going to rename the new campaign Text to Donate, so that when a donation comes in, I'll know exactly that it was for this campaign. I'll save that. So I've got my new campaign. So now I've got my new donation page. I've duplicated it so it looks exactly as it did before. Now I'm going to configure the text to donate capability. So that is a donation page setting. And this is a setting that you can enable on any donation page campaign that you have in For a Good Cause. All you have to do is click the little checkbox to enable it there, and then you have to set up your keyword. In this case, we're going to do something really simple. Since this is Birds Caribbean, we're just going to use birds. And the system will tell me that it's available there, so I can use that. Keywords are shared across For a Good Cause, so it will tell you if something's already been taken or not. There are certain words that you can't use, like help and stop and start. These are just little helper keywords that help with interaction with the texting phone number. Keywords must be at least 4 characters and can be a combination of letters or numbers. Again, we're going to use birds for our example. And I just click update to save that. You may have seen there on the configuration, we also link out to our text to donate guide. So what I just did there in a couple of minutes, it's also outlined here in this guide as well as some other helper things. And you can always get to our guides by clicking help up in the top corner. So we've enabled text to donate on this particular campaign. So let's go back into the slides. And we'll look at some sample promotional language for this campaign. So feel free to get your phones out. You can text BIRDS to 844-422-6444. I'm going to do the same here. This will verify that I did everything correctly. And I got my reply, and I click on the link, and it sends me to the page. Once you get to the page, feel free to make a donation. I'm sure that Birds of the Caribbean will not mind getting a donation. I know Lisa is here in the chat, so I'm sure she wouldn't mind. So kind of see the sample promotional language here. So, it's recommended that in your promotional pitch, like I've said before, that you tell donors what the donation is for. I'm doing that. So not only am I telling you the keyword to send and the number to send it to, but I'm also just adding a simple statement with that to give the gift of life to Caribbean birds. So I'm telling you that you're going to save the lives of these birds if you give. Always want to include that. You will also notice that I've got some disclaimer language to let them know things like data and message rates will apply. That has nothing to do with you or for a good cause. This is just a reminder to let them know that, hey, when you text, AT&T is going to charge you for that in some fashion, although most people have unlimited texting nowadays. And we also include some help keywords, help and stop. This is disclaimer, helper type information that helps you conform to spam regulations that kind of go with texting. So you want to include this. You can make it small next to your promotional language, but you should include it. It's really just there to keep donors at ease. So from For Good Cause, donors cannot get any broadcast messages from For Good Cause. What we are launching with is really simple, super simple technology here. Donor text in, they get a reply back to your donation page. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Nothing really complex about it here. So hopefully you've done that, and hopefully you've texted in. You should have gotten a reply like this one. So see, I texted birds with my toucan icon there. That's me. And I got back, donate to Birds Caribbean here. Simple. So it'll plug in the name of the nonprofit and a shortened URL to the donation page on that campaign. Again, you could have unlimited keywords going to unlimited campaigns. Simple. So since my wife is a teacher, I like to give out a little homework. This is pretty simple though. Once you're back to work and the webinar is over, just talk to the team and think about a campaign that you might want to try text to donate out on. Is there an event that you have during the year? Would this work with something that you're doing maybe with end of year giving coming up? Think about what type of campaign that you've got going on and what you want to do next. So identify a campaign and connect yourself to it and try it out. All right. Let's look at some questions. Let me scroll back up in the chat here. See anything that I've missed. We've got a question. I would assume that people most likely to text to donate are those who originally gave to us online. Perhaps. I think really I don't even kind of think about it in the terms of who's most likely to do it. I think it's what you're trying to do is just come up with another pathway to your donation page. So if you're doing, just like I said back on the screen here, you've got a lot of ways that you're driving people in to donate. This is just another way to get them there. I mean, you're sending out direct mail letters, you're doing asks on social media, you've got your donate button on your website, lots of different paths into where people can make a gift, and you want them to give online because it's easy and it's easy, it's cost effective for you guys, you don't have to process a check and do all kinds of things of that nature. So it's just another way. So just think about who's the audience that you want to put this in front of, and where can you instruct them? Maybe in a place that they don't get some other way of giving. So like they're at an event and they're walking around, you can have a placard up, maybe they're on the golf course at your golf event and you've got something, every hole or something like that. Or, you got a placard on the table at your gala, something of that nature. You're just trying to find another path to get somebody into making a gift. So I think that's how I would approach it. Michael said, when do you expect it to go live? It is live now. Let's see. Jessica says, can you get a number that is shorter? I've seen like 6-digit numbers that you can send text to as well. We're starting with a toll-free number. Short codes, which are typically 5 digits, are incredibly expensive. We would have to raise rates well across the board to bring this to clients if we were going to go that route immediately. We want to see kind of how this works for our clients and then what types of features that we add in the future. But the toll-free number is only 4 extra digits. It's still fairly simple. There's also less restrictions. So when we talk to the provider that we're using for texting, there's actually some restrictions about text to donate. You're actually not technically allowed to do certain types of campaigns, text to donate, with a short code. There's kind of certain restrictions and such. Toll-free number frees us up to do the very simple types of campaigns that we're doing. Simple text, simple reply, go to the page, make a gift. Michael says, how long do we have use of a given word? There are only so many. When did the Audubon Society get to use birds? There probably will be a little mad rush to get these. Right now, it's unlimited how long you keep them. So that'll be kind of a future consideration. But right now, you can use them as long as you like. Whenever you want to disable one and free it back up, all you have to do is go back into that campaign, uncheck that box, save it, and then that will free up that keyword for another campaign. Robert says, I assume your program advises keywords already in use. It will always tell you something's already in use. Yes. Connie says, where do you find spam regulations? I will, what I'll do is I will find those and I'm going to add those to our text to donate guide. And remember, in general, since we don't have broadcast capability, it's not something that you truly have to worry about. So you're not really asking donors to opt into some sort of list. You are just you're giving them an easy way to drive folks to the donation page. Danny says QR codes are making a comeback. Do you think that text to donate would have a higher engagement? I would say yes. Whether they're making a comeback or not, every event that I've ever been at that I've been around, people find it difficult um, to scan those, to get them in the right place. Just found it difficult. So I still think just everybody knows how to text. So I think that would be a little easier to drive people into it. But with how easy we have it here in For Good Cause, if you, let's say you're at an event and you want to put the little placard out or signage, QR codes are easy to generate. Text to donate is easy in our system. Why not have both? Let people get there however they want to get there. There's no reason why you couldn't do both of those. Elise says, you collect the money and then send to us. What is your fee? Actually, no, you are collecting the money. So for good cause, you are, or if you do text to donate on any other system, you are connecting your payment processing to the system. So we support either Authorize.net or Stripe as payment processors. So the pages, the donation pages, they just connect up to your payment processing. You're taking the donations in your own name. The donor sees your name on their credit card statement. You get the money deposited daily, just like you would if it was an online gift or, they were on their tablet giving a gift through that same page. It's really no different. So For Good Cause does not take a transaction fee. We're one of the few platforms that does not do that. I don't believe in doing that. So we just have a monthly fee. It's less than $100 a month for our software to start out. So whatever fees that you pay on the processing side, that's through your processor. Through something like Stripe or merchant account, they're typically somewhere between 2 to 3%. But those are things that you negotiate and you come to our platform with. Does a text to give strategy work for something like for a day like Giving Tuesday? Sure. Kind of depends on what type of promotion that you're doing on Giving Tuesday. So a lot of clients are doing a lot of email promotion on Giving Tuesday. You don't really need text to donate for that because you're going to include a donate button in your email. That's going to send them directly to the donation page. But I've also seen nonprofits have what I would call a Giving Tuesday event, where maybe you have people to your office, maybe you're doing a tour, maybe you're doing a thank you party, and that's a good opportunity to say, hey, everybody who's here, get out your phone, text you can give. Again, you're just thinking about, okay, for this particular promotion, I always want to get them to the donation page. How do we get them there? And how can text to donate be an add-on component to that? Do most organizations offer the option to debit bank accounts or mostly credit cards? Yeah, I think it's really whatever type of payment options that you have. The For Good Cause pages can do ACH or credit card. Let's see. I think that's it. Anybody have any other questions? Post them in the chat here. I'm happy to answer anything that comes up. Hopefully this has been pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Again, it's just all about, it's another opportunity, a new feature, a new way that you can drive people to your giving page. I really appreciate you being here. I know how busy you are, so it really means a lot that we went a little longer than I thought we were. I appreciate all the great questions. If I missed anything, just let me know. Shoot me an email here. I will be sending out a replay. I'll probably get to that tomorrow. Once I close the webinar, you will be redirected to a survey. Let me know how I did today. Hope you found this useful. Again, thanks for attending. Hope you'll be back with us next month. We're going to have a wonderful guest expert I think we're going to be talking about email onboarding, kind of how you welcome people into your email list. So I hope you'll be back to join us, and I hope you'll try text to donate. Reach out to me here with any questions, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much.